This is cpttotalwaffle coming to you with an apology. I am not drinking white tea today. Oh dear. Maybe it's because of all the greenery that Saruman has to trudge through to reach his lofty goals of ring capture today. But I felt in the mood for a slightly greener feeling tea. Although it is technically not green, it is a Japanese oolong tea. And it shall underscore perfectly the journey that will set us free. Well, or at least put us on a trajectory toward ringness. We have discovered the ring being in the Lamroth, and we are taking up the challenge. Now, the challenge involves a lot of Gondorians coming through this gap, and we have to stop them. So maybe Saruman will be doing a little 2-in-1 deal. Now, of course, we are assembling Uruks in general down here in Gund, and it's going to be lovely. You know, they're going to come, we're going to take them on, we will beat them back, we will retrain, we will beat them back again, and then Saruman will clear off whatever remains on his way. So I'm thinking the best shot might actually be if we could hire a boat. I seem to remember that we can hire ships as Isengard. If we can't, then it's a bloody long walk with a lot of choke points. So it'd be a lot better if we could just get a boat and from, I don't know, we could take the road down to around, I don't know, here. And then in Anfaras and grab a boat. And that boat could just deposit us there 1 or 2 turns later. It's going to take... I don't remember exactly how long the ring sits around in the Lamroth. Whether we have 10 turns or what we have. But yeah, we're going to try to make the best of it. And if nothing else, then we will be putting Uruks in an iconic Middle-earth settlement. And that's always worth a little chuckle, isn't it? So, let's laugh with the boys as we lick our wounds around Isengard and prepare to expand in all directions, but mostly south. Grima stands undisturbed, Breknas is intact, hooray, and her sail Thor is moving for Gund. The bugger, the bastard. Well, the good news is that we can just listen up and move up. It'll cost a pretty penny, but this army is very good, I think. 4 units of pikes, 3 crossbows, 3 infantry, an extra general, because we should. A bit of cavalry, some ores, thank God. Some wardens as well. You know, this is just like the greatest hits of Isengard, coming together to do lovely things. And to kill them all, obviously. And we have captain over here, and we have some troops for training, and we have folks that go into a fort, and they will be ready to assist Gund if necessary. And it might just be necessary because the Sailtor is going to be in range of it fairly soon. His entire army consists of middling troops, with good armor though, down to pretty bad troops. And they're led by a middling general, so middling all the way.
Come on! It's a trap!
Indeed, it's a trap. Now here's my thinking. I'm just going to put Muznag in range of Sailtor. He's in range, but in a range where he can flee if things get hairy, if he gets attacked. And if he attacks a general, which sometimes they will actually, then Gund will be spared. They cannot reach both. A plan. Dun the Moria at war. You know, Dunland, this is the last thing you need. But at least you have a truce within it. Wythe, so that's nice. That means that we could technically go and re-establish our alliance with Dunland.
Are you sure? Opening talks with the foreigners.
Oh, are we currently allied with both? No, wait. Oh, we are allied with both. Yes, of course. Yeah. Which created the truce. There we go. Now I got my facts straight. Not my facts, my facts. I don't think the Empire of Isengard relies on fax machines.
Get ready for fighting.
Though if they do, well, consider me intrigued.
Pick your feet up.
Alright. Nice and rest practicing all day. Very good. What do we need here? Well, we need culture conversion. And Temple of Melkor also does increase population growth, so that's nice, but in the immediate term we also just need a bit more cash. More cash, please. We just need more cash. We are in search of cash. So that we can stabilize our economy.
Get ready for fighting.
As long as Saruman marches undeterred. And we haven't captured any new places like Onadrith or something. Which we should. We should try at some point. Yeah, until that time, we are going to be in deficit mode.
Listen up. Oh. My lord.
It's a pity that there aren't really many forts around here. Well, okay, we can put some Orkmen into a fort. Like that. That saves a pretty penny. Yeah. Apart from that, things are pretty satisfactory, I guess. Alright, His Thor. Show me what you got.
Can I help?
Yeah. Nation wants to expand. We really need a general for Gilead, I suppose. And I suppose that is going to be Lukhur. Lukhur. Is it time? Yes, I think it's time. These guys need to earn their wages, don't they?
No sleeping here.
We can leave some reavers and archers. And then smack-a-doodle-doo. Okay, so increase the tax rate again. It's okay, it's okay. We're wrangling all our cash. Okay, the war marauders will definitely be able to come back into the castle in case of... Actually, everyone will, I think. So, let's just bring everybody. Hee hee hee.
I respect you.
Oh, look at this. Okay, so Rohirrim and sellswords. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. Ilminrch. You will feel my wrath. So, we have pikes for the front line. Pikes and spears, So, bum, bottom. we'll just put all of our ranged troops in a line. We're gonna make a line of spears before them. We have some Uruk-hai infantry just ready to... not Uruk-hai infantry, literally, but, you know, infantry of Uruk-hai raiders. It's as confusing as ever. But they will be back there to help bolster up any aiming flank, I suppose. And, we have a bodyguard, we can put him over here, this is going to be relatively safe, and we have some cavalry which we will keep together for the purposes of a bit of small-scale interception whenever needed. And so, we march forward with our pikes and spears. Archers. Ooh, they're going straight for the wargs, okay. Oh great, neutering the charge of the bodyguard right away. I like that. And we're gonna see if we can stall them there, but it didn't really work, and they charge the archers, okay. There you go. Well, well. Here come the sellswords. And raiders, and... okay. What an interesting circumstance. Well, it seems we intercepted those guys alright. They don't like it. And we have bodyguard and long spears against Rohirrim. Perfect, perfect. Oh yes, and then we have some that... maybe they're going for our infantry up here, so we'll just we're running up the hill to see if we can meet them. But if they are doing that, then they won't be there to aid the sellswords. And the sellswords will die. How nice. Oh, wait. They are going somewhere else. Okay. That seems like a bad move, dear Rohirrim. It does indeed. Oh, Irminrik, it's gone. He got charged by wargs. Very nice. It's all about keeping the wolves under control. Then there are just some sellswords left, really. And so Rohirrim, that'll be coming back and forth for a little bit. Yeah, charge my Uruk-hai infantry, see if they care. The White Hand receives you openly. Good work, infantry. Very good work. There we go. A few losses, but we're dealing with a cavalry enemy, so it sort of comes with the territory, I suppose. I'd be very intrigued to see exactly how the breakdown of the enemy's kills went. Yeah, but either way, we certainly won the day. Kingdom of Rohan, you have made an ass of yourself for too long. And now you can't afford ransoms anymore. We've destroyed the enemy! And so you shall be destroyed. Super simple. I shall remove you as one might a pimple. Okay. let's see what Gondor decide to do.
Get ready for
Oh,
fighting.
before we do that, let's build a tower. That's a lovely thing to do.
Come on.
Can we go one more? I think we can go one more.
Pick your feet
There
up.
we go.
Objective.
And then we scurry back. Because now, at least if it's not a cavalry-only army, then they can absolutely surprise us. But an infantry-heavy army will probably be... Yeah, they'll be just within reach. Which means most of the time they would be stopping along the way. So unless they would go right up to here in the shadows and then strike us, then we will have early warning. Okay, another turn then. Alright, they went for Gund. And, well, much to their good fortune, we shall be scrambling a lovely welcoming committee to meet them. And so the snow stirs. Oh, and advice declare war on Dunland. I suppose we'll be with an advice on this one. Alright.
Oh, no sleeping here.
Ba-doom boom boom.
Orcs.
So, is this the perfect time to attack some Gondorians?
Kill them all.
They have more troops than we do. But we have better troops than they do. So it's either... Yeah.
No sleeping here.
Either they get the initiative or we do. Do we want the initiative? I suppose we kind of do, because we just have a town. It's not like the walls are going to be of any spectacular use to us. Do we have a militia garrison though? I forget. We do not. Yeah, as such. Yeah. The advantage seems to be with the aggressor, whomever it is. Of course, there's always the option for them to just not attack us right away, but they have 4 rams already. I don't see why they would not. So, I believe we should just move forward with all the haste available to us. Alright. Good evening.
What?
Go and say hello to these people.
Good day to you.
Yay! Bringing peace.
Yes. Stopping here.
And not only do we bring peace, we bring peas as well.
Tomorrow's journey awaits.
We are just, you know, the leaning tower of Orthanc and Pisa. No, that's terrible. I must beg your forgiveness, dear viewer, because such puns are beneath us all. Hello, Prince Panda. Are you an endangered species? Okie dokie. I think I'm gonna meet you up there in the Fangorn camp if that is what you desire. And then you can come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. Ooh, they're really coming for Isengard now. Okay, I'm gonna bring back our troops. Apparently we can retrain armor on those? Or what is that? No experience, maybe? I don't know. Not sure. But anyway.
Get ready for fighting.
Okay.
No sleeping here. Listen up.
Send the cavalry to Isengard. They can be useful, even in a siege. So now we have 2 units of spears, 2 long spears. I mean, that's already pretty decent. It'd be great to have some crossbows, but we've got the basics. And even with that, Guinea is not completely defenseless.
I respect you.
So, Prince Panda.
Let us settle matters on the field of battle.
Oh, shall we settle matters on the field of battle, you say? Fun, fun, fun. Retrain the long spears? Yeah, let's leave it at that. And then we're gonna smash up good old Hesselthor. Now, one major advantage is that our biggest army is without a captain. Well, or without a general, so to speak, as the game defines it. So we are slightly at the mercy of bad morale. Ever so slightly. But the good news is that first Captain Muznag will come in, and he has got decent troops with him actually, so we will yeah. What's that? I saw a new stat that I haven't seen before. Bodyguard Valor. Okay. And 4 bodyguard size. Okay. Interesting. Let's see them in action. Alright, my friends. The thing that we want most to do in all of this world is to entrap our foe. The good news is we have a cavalry general who will be easier to keep alive. Bad news is that requires us to show restraint in the use of this cavalry bodyguard. Not in itself an insignificant challenge for me, but we'll make it work. So we're going to start the battle, and then these are coming in. They're coming in from over there. Okay. And the enemy is going to be retreating uphill. This is the most unfortunate bit, right? If they'd come from this direction, we'd be laughing. But as it stands, we are not amused. Okay, well, let's get our troops out. That's going to be number 1. And we're going to be calling all of our little walksies to us. And we're going to ride out with our own little walksies. Once gathered, our army will be quite terrifying. But until then, we'll have to convince the enemy to fight on our terms. And we'll have to do that by way of charging down archers over here. Well, maybe over here, but that angle is going to be a bit trickier. But yeah, it is the better angle overall, because we can also do some infantry. Come everybody, come. The pike's already marching ahead of the others, but that's just their animation. Doing what it does best. Okay, let's see if we can charge these guys. It would be great if we can convince these people to just move toward us. By whatever means we have. Rip them apart, yes indeed. gonna need some tea for this. Come on. Give it a charge. Give it a charge. Yeah, okay. An okay, if slightly unimpactful charge. And now they start shooting. And now we start taking casualties. Yeah. Well, go for the archers. There's only one thing we can do, and ow, it's gonna hurt, that one. That volley is gonna sit right where it hurts. Don't hit my general, don't hit my general, please. Okay. Well, that's gonna neuter one cavalry unit for sure, but there will be another one to take their place. Oh. Oh, general running away. And they'll just shoot at him in the meantime. They won't chase him, they've got too good of a ground. Alright, plan B. Plan B. Yeah, now they'll just sit there. Okay. Well. Okie dokie, let's bring together our lovely, lovely crossbows. How is our general doing? Well, he's still alive. Still alive, if a bit shaken. Telling them to move out? Or is he just telling them to reshuffle? He's telling them to reshuffle. Okay. Well, well. We should march forth with our troops. We should bring our archers. Our crossbows. The most dangerous cavalry on the field are the Penethgelen cavalry. They are legitimately good. Cavalry militia, they will actually struggle against our crossbows. But the Penethgelen, they can cause some real havoc. Now the main issue here that we face is that we don't have the range to just take the fight to them. They will be able to shoot at us long before we can reach them, even with their slightly crappy archers. So yeah, and especially their Gondor archers, they have decent range actually. They can do some real damage. They have damage of 5 and a range of 180, I seem to remember. You know, they're just a decent all-round archer unit. With some defensive stats to match. So the best we can hope for is to basically do like this. Set ourselves up. And then shoot at the enemy. Don't fall behind. Alright. Now they run at us, it seems. And of course, our melee troops are a bit too far away. You know, this is how close we had to get. You see? It's not really optimal. But now we have to rush everyone back. While they are under fire and under charges of... yeah, this is nasty, I don't like it, but at least we have a collected front of infantry. So yeah, crossbows have been... we should probably just have moved forth with our melee troops, but...
The battle is very much in our
and you see, they just...
victory will be ours.
They just go right for us with their cavalry, but they sort of leave their cavalry out to dry, which is a saving grace for us in all of this, because if we can capture those early, then we're happy. We're very happy. Oh, hello there. Okay. Now what we want is probably for our archers to meet up here. Or archers, crossbows.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Because if we can get them to sort of just stand over here and shoot at the enemy from there, that would be great. The berserkers, of course, just charging right ahead without knowing any reason or sense. But now the enemy charges at them, so, you know, maybe they're onto something. Cavalry militia, okay, yeah. Well, the infantry is doing what they do best. Oh, hello, Gondor infantry. I've got some reavers for you. Yes, yes. Okay, how are we doing over here? Infantry and berserkers just mauling their militia troops. All the while, the Piledriver are causing some devastation. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's get our cavalry over here.
We will smash the enemy.
And envelop them. Let's get our crossbows moving. The cavalry militia have met the infantry, and they shall regret that particular meeting. Right. Yeah, actually I think the Piledriver will be dealt with our infantry. We can maybe do some... Oh wait. Of course, we've got some cavalry militia to worry about. Let's keep an eye on the cavalry situation over there. Hello, Gondor infantry. Crossbows, get over here, get over here, get over here. You've got to take on the infantry, and you will do so decently well. Okay. Ooh, what's happening here? Ah, Piledriver. Of course, you bastards are doing everything in your power to usurp my rule of this land. Cavalry militia now trapped. Good. Spearmen on the run. Okay. Let's see. Pikes. Okay. Ooh, Captain's Bodyguard. That's quite an important unit, I suppose. And they are heading for our crossbows. Okay. Okay, that is a sacrificial crossbow unit now. Okay, these guys, yeah. Just don't entangle yourself too deeply with territorial guardsmen, please. Reavers against spearmen. A decent, if imperfect, matchup because of the numbers involved. Yeah, you guys, you can now shoot the Gondor infantry, please. Crossbows, you don't just blithely. I'm sorry to state the obvious, but you're supposed to shoot the bodyguard. Okay? Thank you. Right, what's going on here? Nope, no. Oh, bugger. Maybe we should get our dear captain here closer to the front. Tough battle over here, but we're going okay. Ooh, now pikes are coming in.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Come on. Get shooting, you... Oh, let's get him charging in. Okay. Okay, well at least we're sort of shooting the bodyguard to bits over here, so that's nice. Let's keep going. Okay, more cavalry militia. Okay, more marauders. Hello. Oh, this is going to be a tight one. Experiencing a bit of routing. Not the fun kind of routing.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours. Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, we're gonna need to charge these guys over here. Charging the cavalry militia and the archers. Yeah. That. If we can free up those, that'll be nice. Gondor militia nearly beaten down flawlessly by our pikemen. Very good. Now the infantry storms the spearmen, and that is also good to see. The bodyguards over here. They're suffering a bit under the pikes here. But until the general dies, there's not really much we can do to break those pikemen, except surround them with infantry. Infantry which we don't have in great resource at the moment. And now they have all of our crossbows busy fighting for their very lives. It's a suboptimal situation, you could say. Ideally, I would want my pikes free to assist. But it'll have to be cavalry. Could one be so bold as to charge the bodyguard that's currently fighting our pikes? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. They are very busy, aren't they? Oh no, no. Ah, okay. If they don't form up properly, then yeah, it does some damage. It's not great. I don't want to stay there, but puts a bit of extra pressure, and the archers charge in, and we run away. Oh, this is going to be close. They're sort of wearing us down overall. Infantry challenged by our cavalry, but won't be for long. We must stay on top of it. Okay. Those pinners get in. If you can hunt them down, that would be great. Okay, and charge down some spearmen at the same time. Maybe that's just what we need. How are we doing over here? Ooh, berserkers on bodyguard. I like. I like that. And then we just want them to... Yeah, we want them to finish their general and then charge into those pikes and save our dear faction heir. He's still sort of safe. As safe as anyone can be under these circumstances. Alright, shoot those infantrymen in the back, please. Many times, repeatedly. Okay, did that kill those blasted Pinethgeddin? Seems not. But great news. The general stands alone against berserkers and infantry, and he shall fall. That's a great set of units to tackle this guy. And they're doing so very well. So good, in fact, that we can just tell our infantry to push on into the territorial guardsmen to keep those guys occupied. Good. Putting pressure on the infantry. How are we doing here? Yes! His sail through died. Finally. And now their forces will flee. Oh, you infantry, you have absolutely held marvellously. Now we can win this. It's been with loss. Great loss even, but... Gee, Muznag, you held the line. Held the line against those pikes. And that's very good. Now we can run down everybody. It was not cheap, but we managed. Very, very satisfying. A clear victory it is. Berserkers 223. And they didn't even lose that many. You guys are good. Okay, infantry doing well, pikemen doing well, especially considering how few they lost. Yeah, they had the fewest losses of any unit. Or smallest losses, I suppose. That's very, very good. Very, very nice. Very nice. Great to see. Goodbye, Sailthor. Goodbye, Gondor. I'm gonna drain your coffers.
Get ready for fighting.
And then we get Gund back up to speed. Oh, we should definitely upgrade the settlement too when we have the chance.
No sleeping.
Alright.
Yeah.
Any straggling survivors will not stand a chance against Saruman's army. They'll just be a fly to be swatted away. Any unfinanced needs? Well, we could do some upgrading in Isengard, I suppose. Oh, we could just save the money in case we need more crossbows. But if we need more crossbows, we might as well train them now. But then we preclude any discretionary spending from our future. It's a tricky road to walk. You know, I think I'd rather want some infantry in Gilead, so let's keep the purse open for that. It will be good to have full capacity for training in Gilead, so let's go for that. Let's go for that. Any other business that we need to clarify? Perhaps we should send someone to talk to the goblins. I'd love an alliance with them, I suppose. Forge a little bond across the misty mountains.
I respect you, my enemy.
Then, Panda, you know where to stick it. Okie dokie. New turn arrives and we shall be happy with it. And it wasn't done under the war, but that means there's an opportunity for us to make a little back.
Proposition for us?
Yes, if you pay us, I don't know, just 100.
You
Okay,
hold us at ransom, and you know this.
Yes, I hold you at ransom. Yes. Sorry about that.
At your service.
You're still in control of Starbat though, that's good. That's good. Well, I mean, I saved this city. Isn't that what you want? Hmm?
Yes. Without question, my lord.
Okie dokie. Oh, look at these lovely long spears. Alright. From guard. Okay, so the panda has returned there. Okay, so what we can do
No sleeping here.
is once again leave behind the Fangorn camp. Do we have any way of spying on these people? Yes, we do. We've got Wazoo. Bugger.
Ready. Ready.
I will only address you
Alright.
in battle.
That's a lot of infantry for a Rohan army. I mean, for any other army you would say that's a lot of cavalry, but for Rohan this is a lot of infantry. And it's relatively light infantry. You would almost consider taking these guys on in the field. Eisenras is under threat, but not yet under siege. But we should definitely consider giving them aid as soon as possible. Rohan is unleashing itself upon us.
Be gone.
Praetor.
Hurry up.
Come and get me.
Yeah, he gathers up whatever troops he has. Yeah.
Get ready
Okay.
for fighting.
And Saruman the Aggressive goes on the prowl.
Kill them all. Prepare. Pick your feet up. will, my lord. Come on! Get ready for fight.
These guys can get the Ginyard from that fort. Wonderful. Very wonderful. Okay. And in Gund we've got a bunch of troops that need some retraining. And basically all the Uruks need to go somewhere. So I'll stop over in that fort.
Listen up.
Gund itself can retrain the wargs. The berserkers need to go to Derwatha too, I suppose.
Come on. Listen up.
And Muznag licks his wounds. He's not exactly a savant of the battlefield, I suppose, but... oh, look at that. Morgnag is actually pretty darn terrible for our movement. So, actually, you have just been demoted, good sir. Okay, here's what we're gonna do then. We're gonna sneak up with...
Listen up.
Get ready for fight. No sleeping here.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Sleeping here.
Bum, ba, bum. We're gonna grab this lovely thing. Fire of all thank. Casualties recovering. How does that work? I mean, I'm legitimately interested to know how does exploding your enemy's buildings get your casualties to recover? Maybe it felt a little underwhelming to just give it like +1 command when attacking walls, but what do I know? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Morgnag, you're going to receive some traits. Because and they shall be the ones conducive for management. Nails of Isengard, you're gonna get them. Poison? Yeah, you're gonna get that too. Apparently poison just makes you famous in Orc world. So, okay. And now, first Captain Muznag.
Get ready for fight. Get ready for fight.
Will be able to take over some of the auxiliaries from the Lord Saruman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. But we are going to keep Saruman traded up like this.
Get ready for fight. Listen up. Come on. Listen up.
A little while longer. I'm gonna say that Muznag... yeah, okay. He should be able to keep himself from gaining 5 additional traits before he reaches Dol Amroth, right? But we're going to keep an eye on his traits, of course. We are. So, short-term loss on that one, but now Muznag will go back and he will manage Gund with great skill and renown and all those lovely things.
Get ready for fighting.
And benefits.
Kill them all. Get ready for fighting.
And now Saruman will proceed a little bit quicker. Which is in everybody's interest, isn't it? Alright. We need another turn. We need to enter. We need to enter Gondor. And we need a Lugur to finish off this episode by smashing Rohan to bits. So, there you go. And here you go. And Frumgar. You are under attack. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Actually, could we even invite in some of these? Yeah, we could, but it's probably not a good idea. Okay, we're gonna restrain ourselves from that. We will restrain ourselves.
Get ready for
Okay.
fighting.
We shall fight with what we have.
Will only address you.
Lugur against Frumgar. So let's see what this guy has, despite a slightly strange name. Welcome to a field of battle. We have a slight hill advantage. This is something I adore. And we have rough parity with the enemy. So we shall put together our forces. Actually, ooh, shall we? Okay, let's do something nasty here. We're gonna take these guys and we're gonna make them into their own team. We're gonna put them on the flanks. And then we're gonna intersperse the other melee troops. In a way like this. That's going to be our line, because they are actually quite heavy on the infantry this time. So we'll keep some pikes in our line for sure, but spearmen on the flanks, because that's where the cavalry attacks will probably come. Now that most of their centre is going to be made up of infantry. But a wide front is probably for the better. And then these guys. Out on the flanks you go. Ready to intercept. We'll keep our wargs on behind, ready to respond to any threats. Right, here they come. Starting with all their archers, because of course they do, and some skirmishers, because why not? We shall shoot back at them, that'll be fine. Ah, yes. Raiders, go for the spearmen. Bodyguards.
We will smash the enemy.
Riddermark Axeman. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, a lot of archer cavalry around here. Hello, Rohirrim. Yeah, you don't like those, do you? Okay, Rohirrim, tail between legs. Good, good. Spearmen. Take more aggressive position. Peasant militia, routed. Scouts, getting crushed. Yes, we're taking them on, and we are taking them out. They will not be sending any cavalry around this front line. I think we've done very well in stalling the enemy right where we want them. Now, our bodyguard is in slight trouble because of the Riddermark Axeman. So we'll need to bring in our flank fairly quickly. But if we can also shoot at the enemy while we do so, that'll be even better. What's this? Some cavalry.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Let's rout them with our wargs and then proceed to aid our melee forces over here. Yes! The axemen rout. We save our general. Yes, yes. This battle is over. Now we just need to run down as many as possible. I think we do that by focusing our cavalry right in the thick of it. Ooh, those airlet swordsmen. Yeah, let's run those down. Very nice, very good. Yeah, don't think we'll get much more than that, but this is definitely satisfactory. And we managed to make it a pretty quick battle too. A big, beautiful battle. A worthy end to the episode, I think. Where was the Gondor when the Westfold fell? They were under direct attack from Saruman himself. Tee-hee. Oh, that was my beard catching on to the pop filter that's right in front of my microphone. Because those are the things that happen. Anyhow, let's proceed. And with our tea fruitfully replenished. Oh, we confirm the budget deficits of Rohan. And return to stability in Gilead. Not too many losses either, which is really nice. We'll have to see if Isengard can hold. We've got decent forces here, of course, but our guy is about as effective a commander as like a blind mouse who's very good at farming, but blind. Yeah. We'll see what happens with that. But I think this is a perfect place to end the episode. Of course, we didn't have enough turns to really move Saruman as far as we wanted to, but we've collected his army, it looks good, and we have defeated the Gondorians that before us stood, and now we return to build up Gund, and a force that, under Mognag, I think will push down to the graveyard of Gondor and make it their graveyard once again. A temple of destruction we shall make it, destruction of men, and never shall they return again. Tee. Because as we push into that, Saruman will be pushing further into Gondor. It'll be a two-pronged attack. With Saruman's goal obviously being Dol Amroth, but you know, he's probably got more than a bit of fighting to do before he gets there. So, with the promise of that hanging in the air, I am happy to have had you watching. I hope you have been happy to do so, and if not, well, let me know what I should do differently, I suppose. But regardless, I am thankful for you being here. Thank you for watching. Be kind to yourself, be good to those you love. I will see you soon. This has been Captain Total Waffle, taking you through Middle-earth and beyond. Bye-bye.